Hello, everyone, and I'm here with just a disappointing update, and this has to do with Beyond Meat at Tim Hortons. Now, as you can see here from this headline, Beyond Meat products are being pulled from Tim Hortons Canadian restaurants. Now, it says Canadian restaurants, I guess just to specify that they were at Canadian restaurants, because I'm completely unaware of them being in the US, at the Tim Hortons that are there. So the rollback marks a rare setback for the plant-based meat maker. Now, I think it was back in September that Tim Hortons announced they were scaling back Beyond Meat products. They were only going to be available in Ontario and BC. You know, obviously Ontario with Toronto and BC with Vancouver have the higher number, I guess, of plant-based eaters in terms of the market and doing well financially. So I was, selfishly, I was happy, but they've now decided to get rid of all the products. So while Beyond Meat products had originally been available across Canada at nearly 4,000 Tim Hortons locations, they were scaled back in September to just Ontario and BC. And Tim Hortons restaurants have stopped selling Beyond Meat products at its coffee and donut shops across now Ontario and BC, which are two of Canada's biggest provinces. I didn't know. I haven't been into Tim Hortons lately. Even some of them I try to go to for the double double with soy. I find it frustrating because some have soy milk, some don't, most don't. So I haven't bought a Beyond sandwich. Probably, I don't know. I know I bought one at least in the summer, maybe September or so. But, I'm not the regular customer, but some people like to have this every day, or at least be at Tim Hortons every day. So the chain had been serving both the Beyond Burger and a Beyond Meat breakfast sandwich made with the company's imitation sausage products. While the items had originally been available across Canada at nearly 4,000 stores, they scaled it back in September. But it does say here we introduced Beyond Meat as a limited time offer, which was true. They did say it was a limited time offer. We're always listening to our guests and testing new products to align with our core menu offerings. We may offer Beyond Meat again in the future. So that's what Tim Hortons says. But the rollback marks a rare setback for the plant-based meat maker, which currently has partnerships with Carl's Jr., Hardee's, and Dunkin' Donuts in the U.S., and recently announced an expansion of its partnership with Subway in Canada to begin serving meatballs nationwide, which of course they have started doing, and I've reviewed that. So Beyond Meat, a spokesperson said that it was a limited time offer, and the companies may work together in the future. Restaurant Brands International, which is the parent company of Tim Hortons, didn't have anything else to add. It does say, where did I read this? Yeah, that the shares of Beyond Meat sank as much as 3.9% to US 115 cents in early trading Wednesday after this report came out. The shares extended declines after the close of regular trading on the Tim Hortons news report. The stock has soared more than fourfold, since it went public last year. Okay, there's some comments. Let's see what the comments have to say. Oh, here we go. I don't get the Beyond Meat thing. Some people gave up meat because they think it's healthier, then turn around and eat an artificial meat with chemically induced flavoring. You don't have to induce chemical flavoring. Spices and all that stuff are naturally plant-based. Just eat a burger, for crying out loud. Humans have been eating meat since we became humans, and it's the reason we walk on two legs. Yeah, so here we go. These people who come up with stuff that's actually been massively debunked. Meat is murder? No, it's a cycle of life. Try telling a great white he's better off eating a salad. And of course, here we go. This person is comparing himself to a great white shark. And then next will be lions. And, as if lions shop in grocery stores. Like, I take my juicy steak medium rare. So good for you. Why are you so threatened? Bye-bye salt-laden artificial garbage. And beef burgers are actually a healthier choice than plant-based burger, which are highly processed and have very high sodium content and are full of additives. There's a hell of a lot of additives in your beef burgers. People are so dumb, they don't even understand that. They have a higher sodium content, but people eat a lot of sodium. People are wolfing down potato chips and so forth, and now they're concerned about their sodium content? Let's get real. These people with these kind of comments have never thought twice about their health for the most part, especially if they're going out for burgers on a regular basis. And burgers at my donut place is a wonderful idea, and pandering to the 1% is not a successful business model. When Beyond Meat runs out of corporate trials, they would disappear the same as the electric car. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so those are some of the comments. Let's just see a couple more. I just feel, does not surprise me. Nobody wants to eat dog food. Dogs won't eat it. The older generation does not think much of chemical meat. With age comes wisdom. I had the Beyond Breakfast sandwich once, couldn't even eat it. Really? Okay, fake over-processed food just can't be good for you. Just another vegan fail. Now roll up those pant cuffs. The problem with how Timmy's prepared it. All other places serving Beyond Meat, it tastes awesome. Oh, that was what I was going to say. Well, it was. No one ever thought it was disgusting. So here we got. So the carnists are in heaven here because for whatever reason, someone was pointing a gun at their head and forcing them to eat the Beyond Meat product. This pandering to the 1%. Guess what? 1%, 5%, people who don't eat pork. There are people who eat meat but don't eat pork, which is what one guy at Tim Hortons told me. A lot of people were buying that. Pandering to other people who have different choices means you bring in more money for your company. So variety is key here. But when it comes to food and meat, I can't even handle the cartonist garbage. But that's that. So my only other comment that I was going to say was the one thing about this, they didn't cook it on a grill or anything. So for people who didn't want to have anything with any possible cross-contamination, this was a better option. But A&W at least is still selling their Beyond Burger, and it's doing amazingly well there. So these people who are making these comments are really clueless. Beyond is doing fantastic. And they're also still selling their breakfast sausage. So we'll see what happens in the future. And I was thinking about the Just Egg at Tim Hortons. I guess that probably went nowhere. It was delicious, but people don't care. It's the frustrating thing. And what are we going to do? This is a little bit of a hit, but there's been so much great news and positive news with regards to veganism lately. All right, guys, that's all for now. I will see you in the next video.